Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so I'm going to use my Alice in Wonderland tarot cards. If you are interested in any of the cards that I use, there is a link down below. We're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with within your relationship or within yourself within that relationship. We're going to look at current energies, what you need to look at or what you may be feeling, and then future energies for what may possibly be coming in for you. And then we'll get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. All right. So let's see what's going on. All right. So we have Two of Wands. I feel like Two of Wands, I did the earlier video today. Again, the struggling was Two of Wands. All right. Decisions. I feel like Capricorns are making a lot of decisions. They're making a lot of choices. I feel like they're looking at things from a different point of view. We have the Star card. I feel like maybe you're struggling with feeling hopeful within this relationship, right? That you're questioning the relationship. You're like, I'm not really sure which way I want to go. And we have Four of Pentacles. So are you shutting down within the relationship? Are you backing away? Are you kind of stepping back? Are you feeling kind of like that little mouse there that's in the teapot and just doesn't really want to? Are you stepping away from your partner in this relationship? And is that because you're trying to decide what you want to do in this relationship? Is there something that happened that hurt you or bothered you? And that's caused you, that's your reaction, is that you are shutting down. Current energies, we have the Five of Wands, which is that going back and forth. It could be that the two of you are fighting, you're disagreeing, you're not seeing eye to eye. We have the Chariot, so that could be Cancer sign. We have the Six of Swords. Maybe you're questioning, can we even get past the situation that's going on between you and your partner? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership. This could be a friendship that you're struggling with, because sometimes that happens too. Or a family member, right? You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Why did you say that to me? Or why are you making me feel that way? Or what's going on here? Or maybe you're just disagreeing or butting heads with that person and you're like, whoa, okay, where do we go from here? But I feel like with you shutting down, I feel like there's definitely something that's bothering you. Five of Pentacles for future energy, which is temporary hardship. And then we have Two of Swords, again, making that decision. And then we have the Strength card, being strong in your decision and your convictions on what it is that you feel is right for you. Okay? Having that strength could be Leo. We have Knight of Cups. I feel like this is kind of that journey for yourself, for that emotional fulfillment within yourself. You cannot have somebody else fill that void. You have to have that feeling within yourself and that emotional fulfillment within yourself. And that may be something that you need to work on, or you're feeling like you're missing that, right? You're lacking that, or you feel like that connection between this person is not there anymore. And I feel like you're questioning that and you're backing away, which I feel like that's something that you have to be careful with, because if you say to the other person, okay, I need some time to myself, I just need to process, I need to think through things. But I feel like that's something that you have to be careful with, that it doesn't go on for a long time, because that's what starts to cause problems. And we need that time to process it, but it's not something that, because it's just going to start building bigger and bigger and bigger. And I feel like for yourself that you shouldn't do that to yourself, because you don't want to be stuck in that energy. Like, you don't want to be stuck in that teacup forever, right? Or for a long time. But that you don't want to feel like you're in that shutdown energy or that shutdown mode, because then that's going to start affecting different areas of your life. It's okay to take that time to process and then get yourself back. But I just feel like, for some reason, I just feel like saying is just be careful that you don't stay in that Four of Pentacles for a long time. Five of Wands, that could be, again, we have Five of Wands twice. So it could be arguing, disagreement, could be within yourself, going back and forth. I don't know what I want. And I just feel like you are questioning things because we have the Two of Wands and then we have the Two of Swords. So both of those cards are kind of like making decisions on what it is that you want. And I feel like you're kind of all over the place and you're up in the air. I love this, especially when you're struggling with a situation and you're like, oh my gosh, I keep just playing this around and around and around and around and I'm not getting anywhere. And sometimes it is good to take a step back. It is good to look at things from a different perspective. And what I've always said before is if I struggle with something is that I will write on a piece of paper, I'm going to write the negatives and the positives. Sometimes if you just get it out of your head and you see it on a piece of paper, that really helps you. Or stepping back from the situation, and that could be this Four of Pentacles where you're like, okay, I just need a little break. I need some time to myself. I need to sort through this. I need to be true to the feelings that I'm having, right? I do feel like you will find your way to get past this. You will find that solution, and then you will move forward. It's like you're going this way and then you're going this way. I feel like the Hangman is kind of the key, stepping back and seeing things from a different perspective. And it could be maybe seeing things from that other person's perspective. Maybe you're, Capricorn can be stubborn. I agree. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I can be stubborn. And I'm like, no, this is, I feel like I was more of that before, is like, no, like this is my perspective and this is how I see it, and why don't you see it? And I could be stubborn. So, we all can, doesn't matter what sign you are, as we can be stubborn in what it is that we're seeing, but it's like rising to the occasion and saying, okay, I'm going to take that step back and see how is this person, the other person, seeing it from their perspective. I definitely feel like it has to do with a relationship, and it's going to take some time with the moon signs there. It's going to take some time to work past this, to get over this, to move forward. But it's like, what does that mean to you? If you're getting past the situation, what does that mean to you? How does that look to you? I feel like it's also the relationship with yourself, is you realizing, okay, I don't want to stay in this Four of Pentacles energy for a long time, that I have to look out for me, and I have to pull myself up, and I have to figure out what I'm feeling, and I have to figure out how to get past this, because I don't want to hurt myself, right? You don't want to hurt yourself by staying in this Four of Pentacles energy. Yeah, it would be kind of nice just to be in a bubble and not have to deal with anything, but that's not the way things are. You have to deal with those situations that are more difficult, but that's what challenges us, and that's what makes us stronger. And we have Eight of Swords, so I feel like when you feel the time is right, then you're ready to move forward. Or it could be that you're holding yourself back, but I feel like when you feel the time is right, then you start to move forward, right? And you start going after that Ten of Pentacles. Being patient. Sometimes we just kind of want the results right away. But it's about having to go through the process, because I almost feel like going through this process is more than just getting to the end result where you feel better and you've made your choice about what it is that you want to do. But I also feel like it's a learning process for you. And especially with this Hanging Man, where it is where you took that step back, where you were like, okay, I see that I need to take that step back, that I need to see things from a different perspective. And it's you learning and saying, okay, yeah, maybe I am stubborn. Maybe I do need to step back. And you being in that energy of, okay, let me be open to all different sides of this situation. Two of Wands again. So we have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Wands twice. But then I feel like you have more of that clarity and that direction on what it is that you want to do. And look at that. That heads right to the Ace of Pentacles. I love it. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, Ten of Pentacles, new starts. I feel like this is like I said, it's not about reaching this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's this journey that you're taking along the way, and you realizing these different ways of handling the situations, and that's the learning lesson within itself. That's where the lesson comes in, and then those are just the rewards there. King of Swords, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, seeing things from a different perspective, thinking differently, solving the problem differently. I just feel like if you give a problem to 10 different people, some people may solve it the same way, some people may solve it a different way, and there may be lots of different ways to solve it, but they all reach the same conclusion. But it may just be different paths. You know, it may also be like if you say, okay, let's meet at, you know, this place, like this store or this amusement park or something like that, is that there are people coming from all different directions. It doesn't mean that one direction is the right way. There could be different ways to get there. And I feel like for you in this reading, there was one path that you were using before to get to where you wanted to go, but I feel like this time you need to change it up. You need to take a different path to get here. And that's a new and different and changing and learning and growing and saying, hey, there's more than one way to get there. And I feel like that's what this is about. All right, so, and that's within relationships, and that's any type of relationship. It's that, okay, maybe before things worked like this, but now we have to look at this differently, or now I have to look at things from a different perspective, and now I have to look at what energy I'm putting out. And that things change because both of you are changing, right? Both of you are changing, having different perspective, different views. You're feeling differently. You're each growing individually. And that may be where this crossroads is that you're trying to decide, but you're like, okay, this is a challenge. How do I handle this, and where do I go from here? All right, so let's get a fortune reading card and close it out. Look at that, patience. I actually have one of these, but it has pink sand in it. I love them. Patience, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. So I feel like this is over here. And that's what I said. It's about looking at things from a different perspective and seeing things differently and having patience and clearing your mind and realizing that, well, maybe the old way of handling this is not going to work anymore, that things need to be changed up, and that's okay. All right. It's not only that fulfillment for you and that person, but it's also that fulfillment within yourself, like that you're learning and you're growing individually within this relationship. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.